Hello people, another video again, Will Thunder Talks. Today I'm going to talk about a thing that I think is really interesting and really unanimous in a lot of what we do, and I don't think we talk about it enough. Emotional resonance. What is that? Emotional resonance is when you have a feeling A and a thing mirrors feeling A, so you both share the feeling together. That could be somebody else feeling a similar feeling to you and you connecting with that vibe. That could be you watching a story, like reading a book, a film, a video game, anything that has some kind of emotional thread in it. And it buzzes like a similar frequency in your heart. You know, if you see for me as a character I really resonate with my boy Pippin from Lord of the Rings. That guy's so silly, that guy's so chill, that guy's just out for vibes and hanging out with trees. I resonate with that, right? I connect with that idea. It's sick. He's a cool guy. And when we emotionally resonate with something, that's how we feel a connection to it. Now, I'm talking about this today because emotional resonance, I think, is actually kind of like a foundational agreement, a foundational ingredient to feeling connected with anything. Okay, so like this is like the connected signal. And I think we need this to feel community, to feel happy, to feel healthy. And I've been thinking about this in terms of community, right? Because community is kind of like a big bundle of emotional resonance where people have similar ideas, similar thoughts, on the same page for the same stuff, right? And that feels really great to be in the crowd, to be in the gang, to be part of the tribe, to be accepted. Because when we don't have that, we feel like big poopy stink, and we feel rejected, and we feel pain. And I certainly felt that a lot. Historically, I've certainly felt isolated, lonely, rejected, and not emotionally resonant. With nobody or no ideas or nothing. I think it's part of the reason on this channel I've been like challenging the ideas of my Britishness, and I think that's because I don't emotionally resonate with Britishness, because the values that I see don't really push that are Britishness. I don't agree with. I feel Britishness is about taking the best of a bad situation and a bunch of people from all over the place coming together to make things a bit better. I think all of the best British innovations have come from collaborations with all kinds of people from all over the place for all kinds of reasons. You know, we're a group of randos coming together with our inbred language and making something wonderful. I think that's more the modern Britain. I think that's swell. I love that a lot. I resonate with that idea of being British. That's my idea of being British, regardless of religion or faith or skin color or whatever your gender or whatever. If you're here to collab and do some cool stuff in your communities, yes, I love that. If you're here to include people and be inclusive and bring your community up, that's Britishness for me. I love that. More of that. But I guess I just feel like we have less community, less dirt spaces, less economically viable environments that don't let us have this emotional resonance with people around us. We don't get to do things with people because we will have to work too much. If we can't do things with people, we can't develop emotional resonance in our physical lives. You know, I've been thinking about this a lot, folks. And emotional resonance from like an aggressive, hyper, like cheap version is from like social media, where we are right now, where you're listening to this video. This is like a cheap version of like real emotional resonance, and that comes from like having a one-to-one personal connection with something you can sit long enough with, right? And I think we all want that. We all want to be seen and heard. And I've sat with video game addicts and I've had a really good conversation with them, personal one, and they've been really present with me and they've not been playing the video game. They can do it, right? I can do it, they can do it. It's about wanting to feel connected, wanting to feel valued and understood, and feeling like someone's on the same page, resonating with your emotional frequency. And the brave souls that adjust to others' frequencies, helpers of some sort, I have deep love and respect for them. But really, emotional resonance is our ability to really get to know each other, really accept each other, really celebrate each other in a way that helps us feel valued by our community. And I think systemically we have faced these problems that are making emotional resonance a foreign concept. It's used mainly in like music or art or whatever to say, hey, here's like an artful thing you did that was good because it made people feel things, which is good. But I also think this extends to relationships because art is life, music is life, right? Films are life, video games are life. They're experiences that we recreate to create the snapshots of what feels real and impactful to us, right? If we don't have those experiences, we don't feel a sense of community, and then we don't feel a sense of community, we feel isolated and we feel depressed and maybe suicidal and maybe lots of negative emotions, right, that compound on each other and make things worse and worse and worse. And then people do bad things because of that. And I think that sucks because I look at how people are treated and people are, and it just breaks my damn heart, man. It breaks my heart. I think we need people bringing people together. I think we need emotional resonators, and we also need the right economic environment where we can do it. I would love to work less and volunteer more. I was watching this video about universal basic income. I think that'd be sick. If I had universal basic income, I would be I'd be running community. I'd be doing community stuff all day. I'd be out. I'd be maybe running like a little cafe, or I'd be just doing something to run a community space and bring people in that are, neurodiverse, a little different, and they can feel connected, and they can find a home, and they can be listened to, and they can be valued in their communities. I would be out doing that. That's what I'd be doing every day if I didn't have to pay the bills. If I didn't have to, go to this job, go to that job, go to this job, go to that job. That's what I'd be doing. And I'm trying to make my work a lot of that, which is amazing that I even get to approximate that. But I'd have more freedom, I guess, in how I do that. I have quite a bit of freedom in how I do it now. But it'd be really cool to not feel like I have to work so hard all the time. Then I could feel greater emotional resonance. Because the thing is, when you're tired and stressed out, my guys, it's really hard to feel emotionally resonant with other people because you need a degree of presence. And if you can't be present because you're tired from working a lot, you can't do the whole emotional resonance thing too well. So what is emotional resonance? It is your ability to relate, connect, and be a human. We all need each other. That's why we interface on social media. That's why we like stories of all kinds, because we all kind of want people in our lives. We want that. We want to feel heard. We want to feel understood. Like, it's all good. And I want that too. I ain't gonna hide that. I want that just as much as anyone. But I'm gonna leave that there for today. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.